Hello, Fever River Rail fans, and welcome to another episode of Fever River Reviews. Today, we are going to be taking a look at something a little on the older side, and that is this ConCor Rail Baron Collector's Series PCC Streetcar from Focus Camera. That was used between 1936 to 1970. This is an HO scale model. It's DCC ready, and it is in the Philadelphia cream cheese paint scheme. Scale and item number right there. Good luck finding these, though. And also, I believe that's the original price, $159.98. I was able to pick this up for a whopping $65. I got it at the Illinois Railway Museum. They occasionally get some really cool stuff in there. But let's go ahead and open this up and take a look. It's a basic box, information about ConCor at the other end, if it will focus. There we go. Sorry if I sound different. I do have a new phone, finally. But anyhow, here we are. As I said, I only paid $65, and there is the model. Kind of basic packaging, but that is perfectly fine. It's a fairly simple model, but it is packed full of cool details. So let's go ahead and pull this out of the way, because I think, yep, I do have some paperwork. To my knowledge, this is pre-owned. I'm going to start with the original paperwork, kind of showing the exploded diagram, and this does have a switch for the trolley pole. If you are one of those crazy modelers that models that stuff. Down further, we continue the exploded view to the left, and on the right, information about to the board. This has the standard, or this has a uncommon 10-pin DCC plug, and that's kind of what this other paper is about, showing how to remove the body and showing that the board is reversible for an 8-pin plug. Like I said, the switch is underneath for the trolley pole. By default, it should be on rail, but we will be checking that. I haven't put a decoder in this. We are going to go over that in this video. Let's go ahead and pull this out. So there we go. Get a good head on here. Got the car number 2013, and it has its next destination 53 Wayne and Carpenter. It's got the logo and the number again. Coming around to the back, we just have the number as well as a footboard for getting up on the roof for maintenance of the electrical equipment, and it looks like we might have lights there. On this side, we've got the doors, as well as another logo and the car number again. Up top, like I said, this does have a working trolley pole. Can bring it down and push it up. It is sprung, so it will retain tension on your overhead wires. Underneath, we have the ConCor logo. We have apparently space for a speaker. I think this is where that switch is supposed to... Yep, there it is. That's where the switch is. I will take a closer look away from the camera for that. And there's the front truck. It's the exact same thing. So I'm going to go ahead to figure out how to get this apart. And I'm going to go ahead and get the decoder installed, and we will get testing. Okay, I had toothpicks at all 4 of the sides next to the wheels. First 2 already popped out as I pulled. This is a real simple job to remove that. Let's take a look at the inside of the shell here real quick. So very basic inside, and right there is where the trolley pole comes from. Set that to the side. And we'll take a look at this. So here's the front. We've got We've got a crewman, or we've got a driver. We've got headlights, got roof lights. Oh, that's mirrored inside. I didn't realize that. That's kind of cool. Kind of give you a little more depth there. We've got where the trolley pole connects to the board. And that looks like where the decoder is. Like I said, a new phone, taking me a little to get used to it. And there's taillights. Let's see here. That's definitely where the 8-pin goes. You're supposed to be able to flip this upside down and put the 8-pin in place. Let's see, I think I got to remove that black screw at the front by here. And then I think I have to remove the trolley pole connector. So I'm going to set this aside so I can get up close and make sure I am doing things right and hopefully not losing anything. I'm going to move the camera and maybe let you guys still watch. 1 second. Okay, here we are. I've got my, pardon any bumping, you are right next to my knee. So I've got a Phillips head and I've got my tweezers. So I'm gonna go ahead. Move that screw. Safely put it right there. And we'll remove this one. Need a little more. Nope, no I don't. Okay. So there are those out of the way. Now I should... Oh my. Let's go and get the mirrors out of the way, and let's take a really close look at this. I don't know if these are factory or if these are aftermarket. I would assume these are factory because this is kind of tight in here. I'm not sure I can fit my decoder into that. I'm just gonna pause the video here and I'm gonna see if I can figure this out. Because that's my decoder. I'm not sure that's gonna fit in there. So I will be back in just a moment. Okay, so I found this little N-scale 9-pin with an standard 8-pin to small 9-pin adapter. And that's kind of how I had to route it. This is hopefully connected correctly. One is on the orange wire where it belongs. Let's see if I can reinstall it. My concern though is this is right next to a drive shaft, so I'm not entirely sure what to do about that. Put that out of the way safely. I'm sure it'll be fine. This was a fairly simple job to do, so I can... So as long as this goes back down correctly, I won't have an issue taking this back apart. But that's assuming I can get it put back together. All right, let's see here. Pardon my reach. Like I said, this is turning out to be more than a two-handed job. Okay, looks like I got that seated in. Let's see here, make sure. Okay, I do have that off of the drive line. And make sure these wires are tucked in nicely. Ooh, I don't like that. So ConCor, if anyone is looking to redo ConCor stuff, make the boards make sense. Because there's no way a DCC decoder fit into this back when it was first released. I find that very hard to believe. Like, I am pushing down and there is a lot of pressure here over the motor. Nope, there's a magnet. I'm really hoping that this isn't bulged up too much to where it's gonna cause issues. I don't think it will, because I do have the thing for the trolley pole, and that is raised up a little. So I'm hopeful that won't cause issues. But let's go ahead and see if I can get this put back together. Around for you guys. Grab my tweezers, get this set up properly, and my hand's gonna be in the way again. I'm sorry. And there it is, back together. Like I said, I don't like this because that's where the wires are. Let's see if I can get these reinstalled now. I probably should have done this before. Okay, got one piece in. See if I can get this behind the driver. There's that way. There's one side. All right, there are the end pieces. So I go for centerpiece now. Okay, and one more piece, and we'll throw the shell back on here real quick. All right, there's that. Now to get the shell put back on. Hopefully this goes real smooth. Like I said, I am worried about the gap there, but let's go ahead and see. Okay, there. That doesn't, I didn't feel any too much pressure. That went back together real smooth. Now on to the next problem. I don't know what this decoder is set to. I'm hoping it's still on 3, but I'm fairly certain I pulled this decoder out of something that was failing. But let's go ahead and find out. I'll take you over to the layout and, well, actually first, you, sir, can stay in there. Can't quite tell what the switch is set to. Back is rail though, so. Okay, it was on rail. It toggled it, and there we go. We are back together and hopefully ready to go. I'm going to be honest, I don't have high hopes because I have no idea what this decoder is set to. But let's go find out. Okay, moment of truth. I do have the track power turned off. So let's see. 3, 2, 1. That's a good sign. Okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem this is programmed to 3. Not sure what to do now. Okay, so I'm gonna need a few minutes to figure out what this is set to. I'll be back if I do figure it out. Otherwise, it's gonna take me a week. It'll only be a second for you guys, but it's gonna take me some time to figure this out. Be right back. Okay, I got it figured out. I got the decoder reset. It is now back to 3. Now let's take a look at this. So first off, 1% throttle. I can hear it trying to move. But it certainly takes its time. This is about 18% power. I don't see any rear marker lights, but that may just be reverse lights. It's going through the switch pretty well. Do that and reverse, still no rear lights. Oh, little hiccup right there, but she's still coming. Nice look at the top there. All right, let's go ahead and send her to the end. That's probably far enough. Right, forward and full throttle. It's a pretty good speed. Oof. Sorry for the shakiness. See how he handles switch this way. Running pretty good. However, she does need to be broken in, so I'm gonna go ahead and get set up for that, and once we're done with that, we'll check out these again. So it takes about 3% throttle to actually get moving, though, if you were interested. Yeah, maybe only 2. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get my rolling road set up, and I'm gonna get this thing broke in. See you in a minute. And that is the break-in. It went really well. I did have one issue, but I think that's more down to a switch we have here at the club. Honestly, it ran great. Let's go ahead and see how it crawls now. All right. A little slower crawl than before, but it's still taking about 3% to actually get going. Didn't increase overall speed at all. But yeah, it's come out really good. So let's go ahead and get this out onto the main line, and even though it doesn't have any couplers, let's see how it does on Galena Hill. Check out some other stuff. Yeah. Actually, that's about all I can think of. But yeah, let's go. Be right back. All right, here we are at Erie. Let's go ahead and see how this little guy does on the brand new track. I'm gonna do about 50% throttle. Nope. Doesn't like that switch. All right. Sorry for the shakiness. I am kind of holding the camera manually. So the PCC car was a later form of overhead electric streetcar. Nowadays, what this did is usually done by LRVs or light rail vehicles. You can see these in like California, Florida. I think there's some in New York, maybe in Chicago. But this was a surface level vehicle or surface level transport. Unlike the L line in Chicago, these would have run in Chicago. They did. Chicago MTA, CTA did have their own sets of these. A few can be seen and even ridden on at the Illinois Railway Museum. Here we go, coming up the hill. We're gonna throw a switch. And absolutely no issues because it is only pulling itself. So that's a common thing with a lot of the ConCor stuff that I've gotten. Like this, they don't have couplers. You guys saw the Zephyr at the beginning of when I finished the break-in. No idea where we're going. One moment. All right, sorry about that. Switch set. Where was I? Yeah, ConCor, these collector sets don't typically have couplers because they're usually something small or they were a specific train set. Like I said, the Zephyr in staging. I also have an Aero train, and I also have a Galloping Goose and standard gauge. Not exactly prototypical, but I'm not really concerned about that because it is cool. Oh, hey, look, there it is. But yeah, that is going to be it for the ConCor Philadelphia cream cheese paint PCC car. Showed how to, out of ratings. Shit, I forget my rating scale. I think I did out of 5 for value, running, and detail. I'm going to say this is a 5 out of 5 on all 3. It's a little light on the detail, but these weren't exactly... Well, everything you see here is what it would have had, so it's accurate. Running, operation, it runs smooth as butter. Really happy with it. And for being out of production and a rare model, I got this for only $65, like I said, and it is phenomenal. Let me know what you guys think. One more thing. You probably aren't watching. No one's probably watching this far. But we are now affiliates with Factory Direct Hobbies. There will be a link in the description. Any future reviews we do on models I get from Factory Direct Hobbies will be in the will have a specific link if I can figure that out. But otherwise, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything else you would like me to do a review on that we already have here at the club. But I will catch you guys next time. Peace.